What is up, my fellow troubadours? Welcome back to another video, and thank you for watching and supporting this channel. We recently broke the 36,000 subscriber mark, and I truly appreciate that. I couldn't do it without the support of the community. Now, it's no secret that I love Bob Dylan, and as a solo acoustic player, how could you not? I recently made a video covering 5 Bob Dylan songs that you must learn to play, and got many comments from the community asking me to recommend more. A full Dylan set list, if you will. So today, I'll share the 12 Dylan songs I play most in my solo acoustic sets. Of course, there are dozens more, but hey, I had to leave room for future videos, right? In this video, I'm just going to take you on a little ride with me as I visit each of these songs and talk a little bit about each of them, play a little bit of each of them, and talk about why I like them and how I specifically approach playing them. Remember, just because you cover a song doesn't mean that you can't play it your way with some of your style and, more importantly, in your key, of course. Hopefully, I will inspire you to learn some or all of these songs and add them into your repertoire. Inspiring you to learn and grow as a player and performer is what this channel is all about. And of course, let me know what your picks would be down in the comments. What is your ultimate Bob Dylan set list? Before I begin, please hit that like and subscribe for more great acoustic tips and song ideas. If you want to support, there are links in the description below where you can buy me a coffee, join my Patreon, or browse my Amazon affiliate links. All of this really does help support this channel. You can also send me an email if you want to inquire about one-on-one lessons or consultations. Let's get started. Here are 12 Dylan songs that I play the most at my solo acoustic gigs and that you may want to add to your set list. Because I love all of these songs equally, I couldn't really decide what order to put them in, so I decided to just put them out chronologically by when they were released. Okay, so song number 1, probably no surprise, is Blowin In The Wind, which was released in 1963 on the album that's called The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. And what's not to love about this song? Throw your capo on the 7th fret. It just uses 3 simple shapes: the G shape, the C shape, the D shape. The song is in the key of D. If you want, you can put on a harmonica in the key of D. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? Such an easy song to play, but it's got some movement as well. For example, in the C major chord, it walks down, so it's got some cool little tricks. And on the D major chord, or the D major shape, sometimes it pivots between the 3rd, and the chords just kind of keep moving. So it's enough to keep it interesting. And like I said, you've got a harmonica solo in there if you want to take it. Blowin' in the Wind. I mean, what more could I say? Another beautiful thing about this song, because it's so easy, you can capo it around. I play it in the same key as Dylan for this particular song, in D, which is capoed on the 7th fret, but you can drop the capo down. You can really take all kinds of creative liberties with this song, and that's why it's my first pick. Song number 2, another one off the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. Get your lyric sheets printed up for this one. This is A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. I love this song. This song's in the key of E. I play it capoed on the 2nd fret so that I can play this D shape, right? But it's actually an E chord because of the capo. And I tune the low E string down a whole step. So I'll have this low E ringing out. To me, that's what sounds like the album the most. Right? D, it's got an A shape. That's in the song, right? And it's got a G chord with a B on the bottom, but it's hammered on. And then you have this little A triad and a B triad. All right? So you get this, oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Right? And where have you been, my darling young one? Now when I play the A chord, I use my thumb to to cover the second fret of the low E because I'm tuned down. Okay? If I do that, if I don't, I wind up with a low E ringing in the bass. I've stumbled alongside the 12 wisdom mountains. That's how I play it. I don't play this song at every gig, only because it's kind of a long song and it does get repetitive. But when you're in a room full of Dylan fans, or if you just feel like busting it out, this is a great song. It's a heart, it's a heart, it's a heart, it's a heart, it's a heart race in the fall. Song number 3, another one off the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. I guess I really like the album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. I didn't realize how many of my picks were from that album. It is Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. And I'll put a link below to a video where I covered 5 Dylan songs you must learn. I went into this song in greater depth than I'm about to right now. This is a song I play at most of my gigs. Capoed on the 4th fret. Uses the C shape, the G shape, A minor shape, F shape, and D7 shape with an F sharp in the bottom, and it's a nice finger style. But it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. Really good for your fingerstyle, and like I said, I covered this in another video, but Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. Another awesome song. If it's a little low for your voice, right, when it goes to that, if you don't know by now, capo it up higher. You can give it a real sweet sound. Ain't no use to sit and wonder why, baby, even you don't know by now. You know, that's what's beautiful about these songs. They're so easy because they use simple guitar shapes and open voicings. We can capo them around, and we might try to sing them differently just because we're in a different mood that day. I'll do that oftentimes. I'll change up the vibe just by changing the key, and then I could attack the song in a different way with a different feel. Don't think twice. It's alright. This next song, alright, another one from the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. But then I promise this is the last one. And this is another fingerstyle song. I love fingerstyle songs. And it's beautiful. It's called Girl from the North Country. And the original version, not the one later on with Johnny Cash. Okay? It's capoed on the 3rd fret. Sometimes I'll capo it on the 2nd fret to make it a little bit easier on my voice. And it's based around the G shape. With this kind of, this C kind of hammer on the bottom. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, and it's got this second chord is kind of this ambiguous chord. I guess you can call it, it's sort of like an E sus, right? Maybe an E7 sus type chord to a D7 with an F sharp in the bottom. So you can even kind of sometimes, you can always almost let the open G string ring out a little bit too if you want. Gives it another kind of a sus vibe, but with the winds hit heavy on the borderline, E minor, remember me, see one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Another one where you can bust out a harmonica if you're feeling emotional and do that beautiful harmonica solo that he plays at the end. The Girl from the North Country. Gorgeous, gorgeous song. Perhaps I'll do a full video on this song and really give it the time that it deserves because I love this one. Song number 5. Come gather round me wherever you roam. You know this one. Oh, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. The times, they are A-Changin. This song is not on the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. This song was released in 1964. It's, of course, The Times A-Changin. And this is a great song because it's got like a almost like a political or like an anthem type song. You know, it's a song that's speaking out. It's got a great energy. If you want to play the harmonica solo, you got yourself a G harmonica. You could play the harmonica solo. If you look down in the description again at my 5 Dylan songs that I covered, this one I covered in more detail, and I even covered the chord changes in between each verse because they're all slightly different if you choose to do the harmonica part. The chord's very, very simple. G, E minor, C, G, right? D, A minor. It's all basic chords. Then it's got this walking C part. Then you better start swimming. You sink like a stone. Very, very simple song. Very easy to learn. And it's a staple on my set list. Our next song, song number 6, halfway done with our set list, is Mr. Tambourine Man. Capoed on the 3rd fret, though when I play it, I capo it on the 2nd fret. Real simple. Song's in the key of F, but we're using the D shape, right? G. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Now you see why I capo it down. So, G, A, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to. Those are your chords. But what I also like to do, and I feel like this sounds more like the record, I'll take my low E string and I'll tune it down a whole step, which allows me to play that D shape and let the low note, the bottom string, ring out, right? And when I play my G chord, I'll play it in first inversion like this, right? My A chord, I could use my thumb to play the root now. So you get, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Baby, there is no place I'm going to. If you notice the bass notes, it'll sound a little bit more like the record. So sometimes I'll do it that way. Beautiful song. Another one that, if you don't know the lyrics, you're going to need a lyric sheet. I've been playing it so long, I actually know the lyrics by heart. There's a lot of lyrics in this song. Beautiful song. And again, if you are so inclined, you could bust out that harmonica in the key of F and have yourself a good time playing the harmonica solo. Song number 7, another big anthem song. Once upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bones down in your pride. Didn't you? Like a rolling stone. This one is in the key of C. Real simple. C, D minor, E minor, F, G. Those be the chords you used to laugh about. Everybody that was has a great energy. Now you don't talk so loud. Even got Bob Dylan in trouble when he came out with his electric guitar playing. People flipped out. But we don't have to deal with that. We'll just play it on our acoustic guitars, and we can go out with a harmonica, do the solos that are in the key of C. How does it feel? It's such an easy song to play, like a rolling stone. Add that one to your set list. Alright, so we're done with Like a Rolling Stone. That was from 1965 from the Highway 61 Revisited. And now we're moving to 1966 to Blonde on Blonde with Just Like a Woman, song number 8. What a beautiful song. And you know, nobody really covers this song all that much. I remember when I used to play down at the back fence down in Greenwich Village, the owner one day came up to me and mentioned to me that in all the years of him playing there, nobody had ever covered Just Like a Woman. I don't know. I actually did a cover of this song. I'll put a link in the description where I recorded it down in my studio some years ago. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Alright, now Just Like a Woman probably could stand to have its own video. It's in a 6/8 feel. If you want it to sound like the record, you're going to capo it on 2 and you're going to play it in the key of the D shape. It's in the key of E, but you'll be using the D shape. G, A, D. You can kind of do it with a finger style if you want to keep that 6/8 a little bit easier. Nobody feels any pain. Tonight I'm lost inside the rain. I generally will capo it down for myself. Everybody knows baby's got new clothes, but lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. The chords are a little bit more complex. You got that walk down. Lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curls. A little bit more complicated than some of the other stuff. I don't know if this was Dylan's evolution. I'm not educated on his on the evolution of his writing like that, but definitely more complicated. She takes F sharp minor just like a woman. Like a G major 7th, right? She makes love just like a woman, right? And she aches just like a woman, but she breaks like a little girl. Then these little triads again. Beautiful, beautiful song. It even has a really cool bridge. It was rain from the first, where it goes to this F sharp major. Dying of thirst, so I came in here. Really, really great song. Lots of interesting chords, and a little more complicated than the ones that I have covered up until this point. If you'd like a dedicated video on this, drop it in the comments and let me know. Maybe we'll do one in the future. Now, nobody can tell a story in a song like Dylan. We're hopping ahead to 1975 to the album Blood on the Tracks, and this is the classic Tangled Up in Blue. Great one to play at your gigs. A lot of energy, great story, a lot of lyrics. Make sure you memorize those lyrics, or have yourself a song sheet. Today, early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd change at all, if her hair was still red. So it's A to G to D, right? I was standing, E, I was standing on the side of the road, F sharp minor, A, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I've paid some dues, getting through. G, E, A, tangled up in blue. Great song, rockin' tune, Tangled Up in Blue. Great one for the set list. I play it all the time. Alright, this next song, song number 10. We're getting toward the finish line here. Actually, this song was released in 1973, so technically it was released, I think, before Tangled Up in Blue. This is perhaps one of the most classic Dylan songs ever written. We're talking about Knockin' on Heaven's Door. Real simple. The song's in the key of G, so we start on a G. Mama, take this bag off of me. G, D, A minor, right? Then I can't use it. G, D, C anymore. That's the song. Getting dark to see. Feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. You can embellish it a little bit. Very, very simple song. This is a good one if you have a loop pedal. You can loop this progression. Right? And you can solo in those break parts. You can really make this song really, really expressive by adding solos, by looping this very, very simple, very, very beautiful, very iconic and well-loved Dylan song. Great one to add to your set. Alright, song number 11. We're almost done. We are in 1976. It is the Desire album, and this song is the ultimate story song, maybe even better than Tangled Up in Blue, and it is The Hurricane, the story of Reuben Carter, the boxer that was put in jail for a crime he didn't commit. And Dylan really lets us have it with this story. What passion. A minor to F. Pistol shots ring out in a ballroom night. Into Patty Valentine from the upper hall. You know the story. She sees a bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they killed them all. C. Story of the Hurricane. F. The man the authorities came to blame. D minor. For something that he never done. Very simple. Champion of the world. To G. And if you have a friend who's a fiddle player, call him up, tell him to come down to the gig. Because he's got these great fiddle solos. You could probably even loop this song. I don't usually do it, but you could probably loop the A minor to F and take some solos over it, right? Hurricane, excellent Dylan song, excellent story track. Lots of lyrics. Get your lyrics sheet ready or your memory right, and add this one to your set list like I have. All right, our final song, song number 12. This perhaps is one of the best songs to cover because it's been covered by Adele. It's been covered by many, many people. It is To Make You Feel My Love. It's from 1997, like yesterday, on the Time Out of Mind album when Dylan kind of came back just to show the world that he still had it in him. I play this song in G, okay? The original song, I believe, is in E flat. When the rain is blowing in your face. That's how he does it. I play it in G. It's more of like the Adele type version with these chord shapes. When the rain is blowing in your face. To D with an F sharp on the bottom. To F. You can even add a sixth. And the whole world is on your case. C minor. I can offer you a warm embrace. Back to G. You can invert it. A minor. Or A7 sus might even be nicer. To make you feel my love. D7 sus. Right? Or D sus 2. To make you feel my love. That's how I play it. Again. When evening's shadow and the stars appear. F. There's no one there to dry your tears. C. I can hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. And in my previous video, I covered this song, but I covered it in the original key the way Dylan does. So check out that video in the description if you want to hear a different way of approaching this song. All right, now the bridge, right? C. I know you haven't made your mind up yet. B7. But I would C. Never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. A minor 7. D9 sus. No doubt in my mind where you belong. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue. Beautiful, beautiful song. So many different versions of this song to choose from. This is just the way I like to play it live. And that is To Make You Feel My Love. My final song. Now you have 12 Bob Dylan songs that I could confidently say you could add to your set list and go out there and let your audience hear it. I guarantee you they will love it. I'm Frank Persico. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again real soon in the next one. Take care.